chill, guys. Yeah, how you doing, brothers and sisters? Brothers and sisters?
Hello, Army. Welcome back to BTS on 7. Today, we're diving into one of the most stunning soundcheck appearances that left fans absolutely speechless during the BTS World Tour ARIRANG stop at Soldier Field in Chicago. What started as a casual preparation session before the main performance turned into something so visually captivating that it's still being celebrated by the Army community. The setting was iconic. The massive Chicago stadium loomed in the background, with thousands of empty seats waiting to be filled. But before the energy of the full concert would take over, there was this precious window of time, the soundcheck. It's moments like these where artists often show up in something effortlessly cool, something that speaks to their personal style without the pressure of full stage production. And Park Jimin, he absolutely nailed it. What he wore that day became the talk of the community immediately. He stepped out in a piece from RECTO, specifically their two-pocket hunting top in a beautiful beige khaki shade. Now, this wasn't just any oversized top. The cut was deliberate, the fit was impeccable, and the way it paired with his styling choices created something that felt both relaxed and utterly refined. The two-pocket detail gave it a utilitarian edge, a hint of ruggedness that contrasted beautifully with the softness of the fabric and color. Many fans were quick to note that this became one of the best soundcheck looks of the entire tour up to that point. But here's where it really got interesting. Topping off this already impressive ensemble were black-framed glasses, and this is where the narrative shifts into something almost cinematic. The glasses weren't just an accessory, they became a defining element of his entire presence that day. Paired with his styling, they transformed his whole aesthetic. There's something about the way certain people can wear glasses that just elevates their entire look, and Jimin proved to be exactly that kind of person. The black frames created this perfect contrast against his features, adding an intellectual coolness to his appearance while somehow also making him look even more visually striking. As Jimin moved through the soundcheck, every angle seemed to work perfectly, whether he was stationary or in motion, whether captured from the front, the side, or from below. There was this consistent radiance that seemed to emanate from him. It's something that many fans found themselves genuinely struggling to put into words. The reactions online were immediate and overwhelmingly enthusiastic. Fans kept asking the same question in different ways. How could someone look this beautiful from literally every single angle? It's not a rhetorical question in the Army community, it's a genuine expression of awe and appreciation. The blonde hair that he was wearing at this point in the tour added another layer to the overall composition. There's a certain confidence that comes with lighter hair, especially when paired with such intentional styling. It made him stand out even more against the neutral stadium backdrop, and it gave the entire look this fresh, contemporary edge. Combined with the glasses and the outfit, it created an image that felt both accessible and aspirational, like he was presenting a version of himself that was incredibly polished, yet still somehow intimate and genuine. What made this particular soundcheck moment resonate so strongly with fans goes beyond just the clothes or the accessories. It was about the convergence of multiple elements coming together at exactly the right moment. There was the styling, yes, but there was also his presence. The way he carried himself during those rehearsal moments, the expressions he wore, the natural grace of his movements, all of it contributed to creating something that felt special and worth remembering. The stadium setting itself played a role too. Chicago Field is an enormous venue, one of the iconic sports landmarks in America. Set against that imposing architectural backdrop, with the sky above and the vastness of the space around him, Jimin somehow managed to command attention anyway. It's that kind of presence that separates performers from icons. The scale didn't diminish him, it almost seemed to amplify whatever energy he was putting out. Many fans in the community have described this particular look as the epitome of effortless style. What some people might not realize is that effortless style is actually incredibly difficult to achieve. It requires knowing yourself, understanding what works for your features and your body type, and having the confidence to execute it. Jimin clearly possesses all three of these qualities. The casualness of a soundcheck didn't translate to carelessness in his appearance. If anything, it showcased his ability to look intentional even when the stakes felt lower. The black-framed glasses deserve special mention again because they genuinely became a focal point in discussion in the fan community. There's a particular archetype that people sometimes refer to, and according to online discussions among ARMY, this specific combination of styling, the blonde hair, the understated but expensive-looking top, the glasses, created something that fans found almost impossibly attractive. The phrase, "the sexiest blonde nerd," was floating around the community, which captures something true about how this look managed to blend different aesthetics in an unexpectedly compelling way. What's fascinating about moments like these is how they spread through the community. What began as a soundcheck, a behind-the-scenes moment that might have been seen only by those physically present or those who caught clips online, transformed into a widely celebrated moment in Jimin's fashion and styling moments. Fans were sharing images, discussing the outfit in detail, praising the styling choices, and generally celebrating how good he looked. It became one of those moments where the entire community seemed to unite around a shared appreciation. The Chicago stop of the Arirang tour was significant for many reasons, but for some fans, this soundcheck moment became the lasting memory from that city. It represents a point in time where everything aligned. The tour was in full swing, Jimin was in peak condition and radiance, his styling was impeccable, and the energy was electric even before the actual performance began. As we reflect on this moment, it serves as a reminder of why fans connect so deeply with artists like Jimin. It's not just about the music, though that's certainly foundational. It's about witnessing excellence in multiple dimensions simultaneously. The artistry extends to how they present themselves, how they engage with fashion and styling, and how they carry themselves in different contexts. A soundcheck appearance becomes meaningful because it shows a side of the artist that feels a bit more personal, a bit more real, even as it remains visually stunning. The outfit has since become a point of reference in discussions about his best looks throughout the tour. The RECTO piece itself gained attention as a result, with many fans becoming curious about where to find similar pieces or how to capture that same effortless sophistication. That's the power of a truly impactful moment. It influences not just how people talk about an artist, but sometimes even how they approach their own personal style. So there we have it, a Chicago soundcheck that became so much more than just a rehearsal moment. It became a celebration of style, presence, and the kind of radiance that comes from someone who is completely comfortable in their own skin and completely intentional about how they present themselves to the world. Thank you so much for watching this deep dive into one of Jimin's most memorable styling moments. If you loved this story as much as I did, please hit that like button to let me know. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's your favorite Jimin soundcheck or casual look? Which styling choice of his has impressed you the most? I'd love to hear your thoughts and see what resonates with you in the comments section. Make sure to subscribe to BTS on 7 so you never miss another update about Jimin, BTS, and all the moments that make this fandom so special. Turn on those notifications so you're always the first to know when we upload new content. Your support means everything, and I can't wait to share more stories with you soon. Thank you, ARMY, for watching and for being part of this incredible journey with BTS. I'll see you in the next video.